You clutching that box super tight, Matt.
I got no reason to, really. Nothing in here but garbage.
Garbaggio?
It's all right. What do you think?
I think it's time we talk about the elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm. What's making a comeback?
Is it making a comeback?
Kinda. It's being discussed. 2 years ago, no one was talking about it.
You better ring that bell. Wow, that was real. Let's talk about it. What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about New Balance. Let's talk about New Balance. Let's talk about where New Balance is at in the culture. It's being discussed again, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's gaining some hype.
Let's talk about what it was.
Let's talk about what it was.
A year or two ago, this shoe was the epitome of a dad shoe.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, depends on who you ask.
Right.
I've always liked New Balance. Sure. I used to wear 574s a lot, and just simple runners, kind of Americana. It's cool. But now you're getting a lot more collaborators, you're getting a lot more attention.
Well, you're also seeing a major rise in hype with the 997, the 990s, and even maybe the 1500s.
I got a theory about this. I think it's in direct response to Adidas falling out of the game. Someone else had to step in and take the second place, because you can't just have Nike all the time.
Sure.
You can't.
Sure.
You're a big Nike guy, but even you can't just have Nike.
You can't.
You have
to be versatile.
With Adidas being had a terrible 2019, you got to have something to fill the void.
It's interesting that it was New Balance that stepped into that area.
Crazy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So what do we got?
So we've got a new collaboration with Ronnie Fegan Kith. This is the New Balance 1700 called.
Pink toe, right?
Pink toe, you're right. Yeah, the pink toe, and they had a blue toe that had like yellow hits on it and stuff like that. But a lot of people love this shoe.
I mean, it went quickly.
It's going for bread. It's doing okay in the resale market.
Wow. I mean, look, what do you think?
1700.
I do not like it.
I'm not I like the colorway, right? I'm not a fan of the silhouette. So I picked up another New Balance myself, right?
Yeah.
This is again, it's like I'm either falling into the hype here or am I really changing my perspective on things because I'm not a New Balance guy. Don't worry, Matt, it's not gray.
Damn.
I got the Kawhi 997s.
Cool.
The Kawhi letters, and they're nice, right? I dig them, but this isn't a segment whether we discuss whether this shoe or that shoe is hype or not.
No, I'm talking about New Balance in general here.
Okay.
Is New Balance hype right now?
Are they deserving of the mantra, the hype mantra?
Still very cliquish. It's still very segmented, and there's a lot of people who won't touch a New Balance.
Yeah, I was one of them. And the more, but I guess the more we do this, and the more you kind of, I have to try the shoes on. I need to attempt to like them, as opposed to just shitting on them without having a reason.
Thank you.
So I gave them a try, and I did like. There are certain shoes I like. There's still a bunch that I don't care for, but I feel like this shoe was the anti-cool shoe, and because of it, now it's become a cool shoe. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Like you were. Oh no, I don't wear Nike. I wear New Balance.
Right.
But now that's everybody.
It's almost like the hipster who listens to some obscure band or like drinks some beer no one's ever heard of.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if it's because they made such a rise on it, and the hype did create it on itself, that I gave it a shot and I went looking for certain colors, because to be honest with you, there are older colorways that I thought were pretty phenomenal. I really like the way they were. The color spectrums are really nice. The Dunes are really nice colorways, and those aren't necessarily new shoes.
No, I love New Balance, not for necessarily the hype things. I don't love every silhouette they make, but I love that they care about their quality as much as they do.
Okay, I give that. Like this 1700 is not a silhouette I care for.
I'm not a big fan of the 1700 either, but the quality on it's still phenomenal.
Is New Balance hype now, or is it just becoming a victim of its own success?
It's cool, and I'm glad people are starting to realize it.
Okay.
I think it's real for a lot of people. I think it's kind of a status symbol.
I do agree that they're probably my number 2 right now, behind Nike, and Adidas has fallen way off. Because there are shoes that I now covet, and none of them are Adidas, and a lot of them happen to be New Balance.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah.
So in that sense, would it be hype?
I think.
Do you think this is a phase?
I think
It's just a phase, Mom.
I think it's a gray area where the anti-cool is cool. And it's getting a lot of love because of that. But at the end of the day, to me, they're still far away from a shoe that I'd like, from a brand that I care to always chase after, like I do with Nike.
Long live the runner. I love him.
So like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna call these real hyped.
They're real hyped.
Yeah, because they're a good shoe, but I think the hype on them is what's creating a lot of demand for them.
I think they're a classy shoe.
Very classy. I dig them.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think?
Let us know.
Hype? Real? Let us know.
Probably just hype.